What floor are we on?
Not 50.
Yeah.
Fall down, goddammit, thank you.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
99 bottles? What hacking are you performing on this game?
You know, I think the only thing that could possibly be more boring than this in terms of arena-based stage combat would be Devil May Cry 2's Bloody Palace mode. Because, like, okay, the Bloody Palace idea was great for Devil May Cry, but the combat system in Devil May Cry 2 is... Ugh.
Now, I would say something kind of tedious is to go back to Kingdom Hearts for a second. Is the arena in Kingdom Hearts 1, the Hercules level?
Like, the Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum. Those got fucking tedious after a while.
After a
Those
while,
got
yeah,
real
but
fucking
Oh, the Hades Cup.
yeah,
'Cause that was 50 rounds.
yeah,
Oh, God,
yeah.
just
The
kill me now,
long
please.
ones really did get on my nerves, but they had, you know, actually interesting enemy arrangements and occasional boss fights. So
Well, the boss fights on every 10th floor were the only reason why I put up with it.
yeah.
Because after you get everything else in between that is heartless. You've already fought a million times before.
Yeah, but you know, the bosses tended to show up before they got really old. It was just that really long. It was just the really long cups that really dragged.
I think the thing about it in Zelda particularly is that Zelda isn't really a game where combat's the focus. Like, it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it.
It's too simplistic to build a survival battle mode around.
Yeah.
It's not like an RPG where, like, the combat is strategic in nature, or even Kingdom Hearts where, like, there's not... Well, I'm not...
There are many ways
Give me
to
Kingdom
approach
Hearts where I
the
jump around and bop him on the head with my big stick.
Yeah, but to tell the truth, I think they could probably have done this level-based combat thing going on more creatively in the 2D Zeldas than the 3D Zeldas, if only because the combat in 3D Zelda is focused on locking onto a single enemy.
I actually didn't...
Lewis, I'm gonna interrupt quickly. There's actually a game I think you and Ted might enjoy. It's a little game called Hyrule Warriors. Not sure if you heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's combat for a Zelda game. Kind of worked.
Yeah, but that doesn't use Zelda combat. That uses Dynasty Warriors combat.
I know, I'm just making fun of Ted.
It's the scene. But you know, you say that in 2D Zelda, there's the tower in the Dark World in Link Between Worlds. I actually didn't. I didn't mind that place, although using.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Even though you do have to fight Moldorm in it.
Oh, fuck that guy. Although using the Wind Rod breaks that place in half. So
yeah,
yeah, it does.
It's just that, you know, there's more that you can do with positioning and stuff in the 2D Zeldas, ironically.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of options you can do against aerial enemies other than projectiles, just due to the way that these games are set up. So. Okay, so let's stop talking about the game and start talking about other random shit, because clearly that's all we're good for.
I'm all game for that.
I see what you did there.
I didn't. I can't say anything. Help.
I'm dense. Explain it to me.
This is a game to stop talking about the game.
You know, this is why I'm slacking on doing Pikmin 2, because the entire playthrough would just be this.
No. No. Ryan's in charge of this. He should be bringing up the tangents.
How about that local sports team?
I'm bringing you out of your silent spell.
How about that local sports team? Mine's in the playoffs.
What, the Cubs?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is a sports tangent. That only goes for like a minute.
So how about them Knicks?
Who? Well, I mean, I suppose I don't know that many people named Nick personally.
I'm sorry. Back to what's on the screen for half a second.
Okay, done.
The prickly,
Shut up.
the prickly thing. When you jumped into the hole, it just
Fell off, yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't fall off. It just remained where it was, frozen in time.
It's afraid of holes. Its armor has anti-hole properties.
I was gonna say, is this a boss room? No, it's just.
Hey, these things are playing Skyward Sword.
It's just a stronger Mook room.
Yeah, but seriously, this is why I don't want to play Pikmin 2, because the entire game is just basically these.
We're gonna do it eventually. You have to, Ted.
Eventually, but I want to do 3 first, because I like that.
Wait, do you mean Pikmin 2 is a battle arena game?
Okay, so
dynamized.
Pikmin 1, so one thing that bothers me about Pikmin 2 is that it does have overworld areas, although they're recycled from Pikmin 1. So, yeah. But the meat of your gameplay, like at least 60%, probably more like 70%, is spent in these dungeons where you find this dungeon. The dungeon at the beginning will say, this dungeon has, like, fire, poison, and electricity, so you know what Pikmin to bring in there. You go in, there's anywhere between like 5 and like 30 floors. You go in, you fight all the enemies, you find all the treasure, you bring it back to your ship, and then you go down to the next floor and you keep on going it. So it's a little bit longer than these individual rooms, but it's basically the same thing, only with the added task of bringing treasures back to the ship. And sometimes not every dungeon, but some of them is randomized, so it's not even like you can prepare for it or that there's like a specific challenge in bringing stuff back, and it's just really,
that sounds like a slog. I'm gonna be
it
honest.
it is a slog, which is, and I get why people like Pikmin 2 a little bit better sometimes, because it does have an improved gameplay engine. Like there's some things that are more convenient, like you can switch Pikmin colors while throwing more easily, and there's like the juices and stuff that can power them up.
But at this point, I imagine Pikmin 3 is just the best of both worlds.
Yeah, pretty much, because you get those improvements, plus a few more, plus the design is actually good. So,
but we have to do Pikmin 2 so I can do Picard.
Picard? Well, we can, there's still, we can do Picard, well, no, actually, if we went to Pikmin 3, you'd have to be that guy from Deep Space Nine, then? Or was Deep Space Nine
Deep Space Nine's not a bad show.
Alright, that's Voyager, right?
Yeah, you're thinking of Voyager.
I never watched Voyager. Should I or no?
Don't.
Don't? Okay.
There's a reason no one talks about it.
Okay.
How about the Enterprise, though? Am I right, lads?
How about that Chewbacca?
I don't get it. What's
I love Doctor Who.
What's the problem with Voyager?
I've never seen
It's
it.
incredibly boring.
They don't like it because there's a female captain. You can say it, boys. You can say it.
Don't be afraid, boys. I'm here.
No, I mean, like, I have heard people who like Voyager, but
It's generally, I think, most people tend to think of it as the weakest of the 4 Star Trek TV shows, if I remember correctly.
5. You keep forgetting Enterprise.
I thought Enterprise was the shit. Well, I'm not a Star Trek person. The only Star Trek I've watched is I've only seen one Star Trek movie, and that's the J.J. Abrams
The Empire
one.
Strikes Back.
Oh man,
Empire Strikes
Darth Vader is totally my favorite Star Trek character.
I've only seen one Star Trek related thing, and it was the one where Picard and oh god damn it, what's the first
Kirk
captain's
Skywalker.
name? Well, no, what's the first
Oh,
captain?
Kirk.
Kirk.
You
Yeah,
only seen
Picard and
Generations,
Captain
you
Kirk.
poor bastard.
I've seen
Generations is
Generations.
fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's the only thing I've seen.
But to go back slightly, Gareth, you were talking about the Enterprise series. I didn't know they had a rental car service at one point.
To boldly go where no one in Tennessee's gone before.
Or no one dares to take their own car before. Engage!
Engage. Make it so, number 1.
Are we still here?
Yes.
So I'm sorry,
If you have
Ted,
to
go back.
ask.
So why is Voyager? Because I used to.
Oh, I don't know. That's just what I hear. I've never watched it. So
So I've always heard that Deep Space Nine was the black sheep of those the first 4 shows. But whatevs.
It might be a toss up between the two, really.
yeah, like every
Because the
Well,
best,
my mom
the
was
best
a
is
big
next
Star
gen.
Trek nut in the mid to late 90s, and I remember her watching the hell out of Deep Space Nine, but watching little of Voyager.
Now, I'm vaguely familiar with Deep Space Nine, but not through the show. I actually used to own a Genesis game, based on Deep Space Nine.
Ooh, I have a Super Nintendo Star Trek game. I think it's, what is it called again? It came with the system because I got it used. Fleet, like I think.
That's a really odd name for a Star Trek game. It came with the system used. Okay.
Yeah.
There are these 2 adventure games, side-scrolling adventure games that were based on television shows that I owned when I was a kid, but was maybe a little too young to appreciate. One was Deep Space Nine, and the other was Phantom 2040, which was a good cartoon, by the way.
Here we go. Starfleet Academy. That's the one I have for the Super Nintendo. I never played it. Don't have any interest in playing it.
Never played it. Even as a kid, it's like, fuck this Star Trek shit. I ain't playing this.
Yeah, you know that I think about it, and I think I was just fine with watching the television series than just playing any game related to it.
Star Trek isn't super suited for video games, honestly.
Well, the thing about Deep Space Nine, I think Deep Space Nine, but definitely Phantom 2040, is that they were both Metroidvania games. And I had no patience for that stuff when I was a kid.
But yes, guys, we are now done.
Oh, thank Christ.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Back to Star Trek.
Yeah.
Okay, blow them all up.
So what was our
Beat me
reward
up,
for that?
Scotty.
What
A
was our-
Triforce piece.
Oh, imagine in the original Japanese version where you just get a chart, which leads to a chart, which leads.
Oh, my boy!
You get
You're
Charizard.
such a chard.
Yeah, that. God. Like, think Din or Nehru or I don't even know how the.
Furore.
Yeah, well, it's weird because they talk about there being one goddess in the Skyward Sword, but there's 3 in other games, and it doesn't make sense.
What was the 3 guys? Is Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Don't act confused. We do that in the real world too. It's
Oh,
called the
yeah.
Holy Trinity.
Oh yeah, Jesus is also his dad. It's a little confusing.
My favorite. There's this Facebook post, just like Jesus kneeling on the floor, looking up to the sky, praying. He goes, "Are you there, God? It's me, you." I fucking love that image so much.
It's the character Ted's firmly in support of.
Hey, you said you'd fuck Tingle, all right? So don't you?
Hey, okay. Let's give Ted some slack. The only context that would be actually really embarrassing for is if he said it about Donald Trump. Yeah, I went there.
Okay then. Anyway, Tingle and his.
Batten down the hatches. Batten down the hatches. Rest in peace, comment section.
Tingle for president.
In the because he's not that out of norm for the presidency because he owns slaves. He's basically enslaved everybody on this island, and they all complain about how hard he works them.
Tingle's father only gave him a small loan of $500,000. He's that much more relatable.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm pretty sure that's the intention because the other Tingles over there are doing the exact thing that you see slaves doing in every fantasy movie / game ever.
Pushing a
Hey, you ever wonder how the little cupcake thing spins around? Who cares?
Right, I was just thinking that. I was just fucking thinking that. Can I whip you after lunch? No.
No. Aww.
Okay, Tingle, you will never be an Oompa Loompa. Stop trying.
Oompa Loompa,
Let
shut
alone
up,
a
Lewis.
Smurf.
Where does his confetti come from?
Green fuck.
Like, does he just
You don't
have
wanna
it?
know.
Does
You
he
don't wanna
just
know.
have it in that
You don't
leotard
wanna know.
someplace?
Isn't there a way where I could just pay for all of them up front, Tingle? Must we go through this over and over again?
Yeah, do you take credit?
Can't you just say, I have 5, give me X amount, and I'll give you all 5 in one go?
I'm trying to save the
fucking
world here.
The fucking Tanukis and Sunshine did that. You can't do that? Fuck you.
Yeah, you can buy multiple shine sprites from the Tanukis at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you have enough blue coins.
Yeah, I remember because John,
Blue coins.
did you save up when you did your insane 24-hour?
Yeah, turn them all in at once.
Yeah.
The whole thing is still up on Hellfire, and someone did a compilation of all the fucking roid rage moments.
That was fun. That was fun. We need to get you to do another game to make you go crazy in a charity stream one day.
It has to be at least 19 hours long.
Has to be at least. Except those Sunshine 2. Sunshinier.
Do the, I forget, what's the, 526 something run?
526.
What?
I forget what the exact number is, but it's a marathon where you 100% 64 Sunshine, Galaxy, and Galaxy 2 in a row.
Oh,
Jesus
good
Christ.
lord.
That would take like 5 days to do. If you were it would take you at least 48 hours, I would think, to do all of that because you're not playing at your top game by the time you get to Galaxy. I'm telling you that much.
Oh man.
And you just hit a roadblock when you get to Sunshine. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's the second game.
Sunshine has so much good, but also so much bad.
Just like BrainScratch.
Yeah.
Points.
Like favorite and subscribe.
But yeah, it's like I would not like. I am totally in support of the idea of a Sunshine 2, as long as they design it better than the first one.
Yep.
Nintendo has this weird habit of shying away from an idea the moment someone expresses dislike of it.
No more voice acting. Nope, never again.
Yeah, basically. Well, until Kid Icarus Uprising. Now they're not as...
Well, I mean more for Mario. That we tried it once, never again.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that they do that, though, because there was even potential in the Other M style of gameplay, but we'll probably never see that again.
Or a Metroid game, in general.
I'm off. Okay, now we're gonna have this happen again. Here's my prediction. So you're welcome, Prime fans. I honestly think that if we get the next true Metroid game we're gonna get is going to be a 2D one. I think because we're gonna bring the series back to the roots.
I don't care.
And
They're going to pull a Sonic Mania. Oh wait, no. AM2 already did that. Fuck. A Sonic Mania 2.
You mean Nintendo developed AM2R? Isn't that right?
Oh man.
yeah,
Would it be great if the next game was just a good remake of Metroid 2? Nintendo like, fuck you, we can do it better than you
You
can.
can do it too.
Hey, I'll take it. Get some off their asses and actually make a Metroid game.
Yeah, but you know, they'd have to try pretty goddamn hard to outclass AM2R.
I watched Johnny's review. He said it wasn't perfect. All you have to do is just listen to watch Johnny's review and just change the two things he didn't like about it. Done.
Yeah, but I mean, like, outclassing it from scratch with their own design and everything.
That's the thing, you know. I'm not too sure about the legalities because that fan game is obviously it's using their IP. Would Nintendo, again, I have no idea if this is right, but would Nintendo have it within their legal limits to publish that game themselves?
No, because it wasn't their employee who did the work.
Okay.
yeah. Nintendo can't publish something that somebody else made without
Yeah,
permission.
it's for
Gotcha,
that. It's
okay.
for that same reason that they didn't take the fan translator from Mother 3 up on his actual offer to let them
No,
use
wait,
his
one
translation.
One second. What about the Mega Man Cross Street Fighter game?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying because that was a fan game that Capcom just
Officially
allowed.
endorsed.
Yeah, so but that's
Yeah.
the thing though, and it's like for the Mother 3 translation, I don't understand why Nintendo couldn't just pay that guy. Just figure out how much it would cost to do a translation. It's there, and then give him some money, have him sign a contract, and done.
I'm pretty sure he actually offered to let them use it for free.
Well, then Nintendo are dumb then if they didn't if they turned
There's
that down.
probably there's two aspects to this. One is legal bollocks. The other is Nintendo being a massive control freak, and if they want to do something, they want to do it their way. So that's the
Yeah.
easy
Oh,
one
yeah,
to
yeah,
understand.
I think the unfortunate case here is that if, say, a company were to take a fan project and to officially take it for themselves and sell it, the developer would see no money out of it because it's not within their legal rights to make a profit off of it.
Unless if there was,
Triangle.
there would have to be like some sort. I think the most that they could do is like I think maybe Nintendo could pay them for the work. Maybe I don't know how this. We need an actual.
Like the most
lawyer.
I think they would get is exposure. They would get publicity out of it for their own projects, but to see money off of something that they originally didn't have permission to make in the first place, no,
Yeah.
I don't see them making a cent.
Yeah.
That's
that-
why that's why you have to go the taxman route. You do some fan games, then you get hired to remake some games, and then you make a new game.
Yeah, like do it with a proof of concept, not a whole game.
Yeah.
To show that what you're capable of. So you don't spend so much time and resources on something that may just get canceled before it's even finished.
Yeah, but sometimes you show Nintendo really promising proof of concepts and they just ignore you, like that Archie Mario Brothers comic, which looked fantastic, and they didn't. They were just like, "Oh, this looks really
Although-
cool," and they ignore it.
It does tell, though, the fact that it's being Archie, it probably would have been cancelled after like 4 issues, so they could make some kind of like.
Oh yeah,
fucking
we need
fuck
a
that show,
Veronica spinoff, and
Oh
Yeah.
no, the statue's been destroyed. Stuff is bad happening.
We need a Reggie Mantle book. No,
I
we
can
don't.
grammar.
Stuff is bad happening.
I can grammar.
Mr. Krabs,
Zelda-
hello. Do you how
Do
do?
you how do?
Zelda, why you no understand? Oh God, no, she was light. I knew it. Kingdom Heart is Zelda.
Not gonna lie, thought it was gonna be Ganondorf.
In a pink dress.
I have so many questions. Well, what did you think was gonna happen, my boy? You just left her here.
Like, she was kind of grateful to see me, actually. She hadn't eaten in 3 weeks. So, you know.
Wait, Ganon, this is your big trap. A
Yeah, I was
couple,
gonna say, bitch, I fought like 7 of these.
a couple shinier dark nuts than usual.
They have capes.
Jesus Christ, they have capes. They have the power of Superman.
Oh no, I can't visually confirm that they have "fuck me" signs on their back. Okay.
And they kind of look like Jafar in the second movie.
They look like bakers with that apron on. That's all I'm seeing right now.
Demon bakers. Oh, that's why there's fire everywhere. They're baking a cake.
Demon Baker's name.
Holy shit, they're both fighting you at the same time, too. Like, you were locking onto that guy, and he just kept on smacking you. Like, dude, I'm over here. Fight me.
Ocarina of Time confirmed for worst Zelda game. Combat's best in Wind Waker.
I think their health might be higher than the others, but not by much.
Well, they have more armor that you have to break.
Yeah,
off.
but your Master Sword's... Oh, let me at him. Let
Man,
me
he's
at
giving
him.
you a high five. Jesus Christ, don't leave him hanging.
Your Master Sword's powered up now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have the "fuck me" sign on their back. It's just underneath the cape.
The thing about, you know what, I forget. The Master, it's weird because, like, the Master Sword's size, if Link was like adult Link, that thing would be tiny for him. Look at it. That thing would be like
It changes depending on which Link is wielding them.
That's some bullshit, Ryan. I don't subscribe to that theory. In this universe, Master Sword's just really tiny.
The Master
Link
Twig.
is Ness from
The
Earthbound.
Master Dagger. Okay.
Stupid lightning barriers. Okay. Oh wait, that was a barrier that was there before.
Yeah.
But now
Where's the
it's not.
water?
Okay.
Where's the water?
Thundercats! Oh!
And yes, someone did find barrier skip.
So you
Yeah.
can skip right to this part of the game.
we were talking about that in the beginning of this commentary, I think, of whether or not someone could do it.
Yeah, and someone found it.
Lo and behold, someone actually managed to do it, and unfortunately, it's not as big of a deal as we thought it was going to be.
So how much of the game do you skip if you can do this barrier skip?
Assuming you add barrier skip to the fastest route possible, that's not tool assisted, barrier skip saves about, at this point in time in research, 5 minutes.
Really?
What? So you just
What?
get to. So you just get to skip the cutscene with Zelda.
I guess. I don't know what they're gauging
Wait,
yet.
but can't you?
They're
But
still
if you
doing-
can do the barrier skip down here, doesn't that mean you skip all the Triforce hunting and things like that?
I don't know what the regular fastest route contains in Wind Waker.
Oh,
Because I don't watch. I don't
Yeah,
really
because
watch Wind
I'm
Waker
not sure.
speedruns.
I'm not sure what the game checks for when you get to Ganon's
Yeah.
tower.
We need MBM here, he'd know that.
You say that, and he probably does know.
Speaking of speedrunning, someone also found a way to. It's task only right now, but someone found a way to open the castle door while the boat is still with water.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So now we can skip the entire first floor.
Ryan, you just cut that guy in the dick, dude. That's not cool.
What dick?
What the?
Yeah, you're right. What dick?
And I do it again.
I like this being able to run around the castle exterior for a little while thing, but I don't know. It would feel more fulfilling if there was a bit more than a single hallway here.
I'll tell you one thing though. Like, I'm sure it's because of the state of ruin that Hyrule's in. But if you look around and actually stare at the plains for a bit, it's flatter than fucking Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. In fact, it kind of feels a little bit rushed.
well, it's not an area you spend a lot of time in.
Yeah, but it could have been.
Shut up.
No, I'm not. I'm not disagreeing with them. It's just I'm wondering. like, I guess it kind of having more time, spending a lot of time in a wide open land environment, kind of takes away from the whole point of it being a water environment. I don't know. It's
No, it doesn't need to be wide open. It just needs to be a little bit more complex than a Final Fantasy 13 hallway. Is all I'm saying.
okay. Then I agree with you.